Shalom, the brother Thawalai, back with another lesson. Baba Kashaw, Yahweh Ratazah, be edifying. Just wanted to do a lesson on, how we identify ourselves, through the gift of, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, bringing us back into the understanding of who we are, you know, using the term for that these devils have stolen, how Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai allowed us to wake up to this understanding once again. So, without further ado, as always, I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rahakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders, the bishops, the men of great millstone. Peace and blessings to the house of David, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, the men, women, and children scattered throughout the four corners of the earth of the hopeful elect. To you I say, Shalom. As always, you know what I mean? It's Salakia, maybe not as always, but as I've tried to do as of late, full circle, you know. So we'll start out as we do in the book of Proverbs, and it's chapter 9 and verse 10, and it reads, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding." And this is how, through that gift that we've been given, we've learned to fear the Most High. And with that fear comes knowledge, it comes understanding. And the reason why you Christians don't get it, the reason why you can't figure it out, is because you do not fear the Most High. You do not fear His Son. You do not fear the host of heaven. You have no fear, but it will come. It will come. But these are just some of the ways that we were taught to identify who we are. Since hey, when these devils brought us into captivity, enslaved our foreparents, stole their changed their names, changed their language, removed everything from them, removed everything from them. Well, there was ways that the Most High said we would be able to be identified, and man, did He ever keep His word? This is Deuteronomy 28 and 37, and it reads, "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai shall lead thee." And, as we've learned, and, anybody outside of those of us who already have been given this understanding, always, I don't always, but I've said it more often than not at this stage, that old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So when the Most High gives us the opportunity to lead you Christians to this water, we can't make you drink it. We can't make you see. We only Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai can give you that. Only He can put the eye salve. Only He can, clear your ears out. This is the same book, Deuteronomy 28. I'm just going to kind of jump around here a little bit. It says, verse 47, because thou servest not Yahweh Bashem Yahushua thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he has destroyed thee. You know, this is how we identify ourselves. You know what I mean? Who was this done to? Who had a yoke of iron? You know what I mean? Where was this done? How was this done? You know? And they didn't discriminate when men, women, children, you know what I mean? Young and old. There was no discrimination. There was no discrimination. All of us, you know, all of us, yokes of iron, you know. The scriptures is very clear, you know, both our women and our men, you know, yokes of iron. But again, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. You know what I mean? You can't make them drink. You can't make somebody see something that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua does not want them to see. You know? Until he has destroyed thee. And that destruction came in your mental capacity to understand things anymore. You know, when he took the irons off, you was already a destroyed people. You already thought you was everybody but who you were. Nigger, Negro, colored, Africo-American, Afro-American, you know, everything but what you black. You know, this is what was done to you. It says, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. You know, and it's constant. It's always, you know, it's always constant. You know, there's signs in everything. And it's not just theirs, you know. This has been a long-standing symbol for the nation of Edom. You know what I mean? The highest flying bird, the bird of prey, a predator bird. This is you know what I mean? Hey, the scriptures walks you through things. But again, you can lead a horse to water, you cannot make it drink. A nation of fierce countenance that shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. You know, what has he done? You know, what does he still continue to do? You know, he has destroyed our people. And again, you know, how do you identify our people? This is verse 54. So that a man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother and towards the wife of his bosom and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. These are all identifiers. You want to know how we identify ourselves as the children of Israel. as the offspring of those who were brought over here in bondage, as the offspring of those that were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. You know, man, the Most High has not played with us. He has not, he has completely fulfilled his word that he spoke, and what he would do to us. If thou will not, verse 58, if thou will not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, thy power, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sickness, and of long continuance. Man, hey, and hey, this is why you Negroes and Latinos and indigenous American, hey, this is why you feel the way you feel. You know what I mean? It says in 63, and it shall come to pass that as Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught, and ye shall be plucked from off the land, whether thou goest to possess it. This is why, hey, this devil can come in and take everything that he wants. You know what I mean? When he arrived on these shores, what did he do? He took this land from you. When he went, man, all over the world, what does he do? He plucks up the children of Israel, takes the land, imposes his will, implements his government, and man, trottens you down. And we've been scattered among all people. And, hey, among these nations, thou shalt find no ease. Verse 65, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. And we all know, you know what I mean? You gotta, hey, when the police pull behind you, you tighten up, because hey, you could die tonight. This could be your last moment. This is how we identify ourselves. People ask, how do they identify themselves as being Israelites? Well, you weren't given the gift that we've been given. That gift to wake up to who we are, to who we've always been. But it was our transgressions, it was our iniquities, it was our idolatry that caused the Holy One of Yasharallah to remove his name from us. This thing isn't brand new. This thing is old. Said verse 68, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall bring thee into Egypt again. And hey, for those of us that know, we know. For those of us that don't, what is Egypt? I am Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Remember what we were just looking at? The yokes of iron? Do you remember? Do you remember, out of the house of bondage? What were we doing in Egypt? What What were we doing in Egypt? Huh. Well, how about that? Egypt, 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 Egypt. Enemies, enemies. But hey, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, it just is what it is. And and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, shall bring you into bondage again with ships. How did our foreparents get here? With ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. What is it? Our homeland, and not Africa, not so-called Africa, which is another land that this devil conquered and named after itself. Leo Scipio Africanus conquered Hannibal in the Second Punic Wars, named the land after himself. And there ye shall be, what? Oh, sold? Huh. How did we get here? Let's see. What happened to us once we got here? Hmm. Let us see. Hmm. Well, nigga here, nigga 10 sold to Mr. Johnson. you know, Auction blocks, valuable slaves, auction blocks, auction blocks, selling slaves on the auction block. Auction block. Oh, look what we have here. Auction blocks. And there ye shall be sold. Slave auction block. Historical. But you want to know who we are. Man, hey, the Most High, hey, you the same and niggas from back then. You know what I mean? You the same niggas that came out of Egypt with the BS. You the same niggas that constantly kept going off. You the same niggas that was always in league with another band of people to bring your own down. Ain't nothing changed with you niggas, man. You the same scandalous ass niggas. You know? And there ye shall be sold unto your friends, unto your homies, unto your acquaintances, unto your enemies. Because our people, man, are, hey, foolish, foolish, and they love reveling in their foolishness, you know, you know, enemy.
Strong's H 341. Ayav. Ayav.
Ayev. Enemy, personal, national, you know. So let's sometimes Always enjoy. Let's see.
Enemy.
A person who is actively opposed or hostile to someone or something. The traditional enemies of his tribe. Foe, adversary, opponent, rival, nemesis, antagonist, you know. So, hey, enemies, It doesn't say, the scriptures don't say, you're going to be sold to your kinsmen, to your friends, to people that are going to treat you right. It says you'll be sold to your enemies, and no man shall buy you. And we're going to see if that's going to give us the proper. H7069.
Strong's H 7069. Kana.
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 To get, acquire, create, buy, possess, to get, acquire, obtain of the Most High, originating, creating, redeeming his people. There it is. And no man is going to redeem you. They're not going to buy you back. That's why we're still here. That's why we are the children of the children of the children of the children who were brought here in captivity. We are the children of the children of the children whose land was stolen, who was raped, robbed, and pillaged. You know, you have this Australian woman that's advocating for her people, but hey, you're just getting a taste of what we've gone through for, man, for a very long time. I'll just leave it there, you know. But hey, the Most High is removing us from our captors, from our bondage. First is beginning in the mind, and as we progress, soon he is going to redeem us. And those of us of the hopeful elect, man, and we pray we're of that number. We look to Exodus out of here once again, but this time by way of the command, come up hither, you know, because that's the only way out of here now, is to go up. Anything on these shores, anything in this vicinity is going to be, incinerated. The Most High is going to melt this place. The very elements are going to fuse together. Everything is going to be, destroyed here. But you want to know how we identify ourselves? You want to know how we once again? Well, first of all, it's a gift. It's a gift from the Heavenly Father, and we don't need, you know, all your paperwork. You know, genealogy.
According to Wikipedia, genealogy is the study of families, family history, and the tracing of their lineages.
Hmm. So, hey, hey, we know these. We know of all of the secrets that the Vatican has. We know of all of that. You know what I mean? And it's basically, we don't need to try to identify ourselves carnally. You know what I mean? We are identifying ourselves by the signs that, the Most High placed in the path. You know, the things that the Scriptures uses to identify us. This is Ezekiel 36. I'll start at 16, and it reads, Moreover, the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai came unto me, saying, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and by their doings. Their way was before me as the uncleanliness of a removed woman. And according to our customs, when she was, on that time, she had, she was removed out of the house. You know what I mean? She was unclean. Wherefore I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land, and for their idols wherewith they had polluted it. And I scattered them among the heathens, and they were dispersed through the countries according to their ways and according to their doings. I judged them. And again, even in judgment, our people, what do? They got even more wicked. And this is what I was saying earlier. It wasn't any way that the Most High was going to allow us to keep going down the path that we were going and retain His holy name. It just wasn't going to happen. It says, and then they entered into the heathens. Whether they went, they profaned my holy name. When they said to them, These are the people of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and are gone forth out of his land. But I had pity for mine holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathens, whether they went. It says, Therefore say unto the house of Israel, Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for mine holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathens, whether ye went. He said, I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathens, which ye have profaned in the midst of them, and the heathens shall know that I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. And these heathens are seeing it now. And they're getting desperate. They're getting scared. They're getting terrified. They don't get it. They don't understand it. But if they, and the reason they don't understand it, because Christianity and the scriptures are far removed from each other. It's like, Lazarus and the rich man. It's a cavern betwixt us. You can't get over here and I can't get over there. That's how far Christianity and the scriptures are removed from each other. If it wasn't, then they would get this. But for the most part, what are they taught in Christianity? Don't stay out of the Old Testament. And these idiots, and especially the so-called black church, are heavy on that. You know what I mean? They stay out of the Old Testament, terrified they might find something that convicts them on who they are. This is the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai was upon me and carried me out into the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. This is that valley that King David spoke of. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. What has this place been for our people? It's been the shadow of death. You know, and like I said, this is, it's the shadow of death. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. What happens here in America? Our people die like flies. You know what I mean? Whether from disease, from just flat out killing each other, from the enemy killing us. You know what I mean? From all the things that happen to us in this land. This is that place. It says, and the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, they were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. Hey, and look at the state of our people, man. Those that the Most High has not given this opportunity to receive understanding of who they are. I mean, look at them, man. Our people are destroyed. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai power, thou knowest. And just going to kind of move down through here. We'll jump down. So we'll start at 10. It says, So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came unto them, and they lived and stood upon their feet an exceeding great army. And we're seeing these people get terrified right now as to the amount of people and the number of people who the Most High has allowed to receive this knowledge, to have this breath breathed back into them. These people are terrified because they know what comes next. They've seen throughout history the prophecies manifest themselves. They've seen that the scriptures is true and matter of fact. And now they're seeing this along with everything else that was written. Now they're beholding this. And they're terrified. And they're sending out all of their people to dispel, to dissuade, to try to, gainsay and come up with all kind of other things. Hey, and they're terrified. These people are truly, truly in fear. Because they have no remedy for what's being said. So they can only try to, belittle you, or just, deny what it is you're saying, but there's no argument for this, you know what I mean, that we have now. They have no argument. They have no legitimate argument. It says, this is Luke 21:15, and it reads, For I will give you a mouth and wisdom. What is that? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And this word is like fire, and it's burning these people up. It says, So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai power, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. You know, hey, and again, and this is what happened to us when we were brought over to this new spiritual, this new Egypt. This is Revelations 11, starting at 8, and it says, And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, where they crossed out his image, they crossed out his name, they blasphemed him, they call him, everything other than who he is and what he represents. They say he's no longer the power of Israel, but he's the whole world, the Gentiles, the natural born Gentiles are his children. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations, these are all these Gentiles, natural Gentiles, shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half. Hey, and that was our time in slavery, 350 years, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And that's what they did. Therefore prophesy and say, Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai power, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves. And hey, they never, when we came out of hardcore bondage, they never showed us who we were. They never attempted to, bring us back into the understanding of who our power was and what we were to that power. And rightfully so. I mean, I say it all the time. Why would your enemy, once they have you down, once they have their foot on your neck, share with you the infallible knowledge of who you are and what you need to do to receive salvation from them? Why would they give you the proper name? Why would they teach you who you are when they know the minute that begins is the beginning of their downfall? Why would they do it? And they've used our people to help continue their dominance. But our people, man, you're gonna pay as well. So hey, this is the prophet Hosea. Said the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that came unto Hosea, the son of Beri, in the days of Uzziah, Jonathan, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, king of Judah, in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Yasharallah. The beginning of the word of the Lord by Hosea. And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said unto Hosea, Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land hath committed great whoredoms, departing from me. And this was, hey, the whole house of Israel, man, just off, just full on, just wicked, you know. So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim, which conceived and bare him a son. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said unto him, Call his name Jezreel, for yet a little while, and I shall avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jeha. and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel. And it shall come to pass at that day that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel. And she conceived again and bare a daughter, and the Most High said unto him, Call her name Lo Rahama, for I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away. But I will have mercy on the house of Judah, and shall save them by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai their power, and will not save them by vow, nor by sword, nor by battle, nor by horses, nor by horsemen. Now when she had weaned Lo Rahama, she conceived and bare a son. Then said Yah the power, Call his name Lo Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. You know? So this, hey, this is when we were, hey, the Most High, he removed us. He removed his name from off of us. He took that security blanket away. But Romans 9:26, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living power. And where is it said? Right here in good old Babylon, good old Sodom, good old Egypt. This is where they hate to think that the people that they've had in derision, this was they whom we sometimes had in man, they hate the fact of what they are witnessing in their very eyes right now, and there's nothing they can do about it. There's no way to get around it, no way to get through it, no way to get past it, no way to fight against it. And even if you accept it, your demise is still at hand, you know? This is Isaiah 45. I'm going to start at 15. It says, Verily, thou art a power that hideth thyself, O power of Israel, the Savior. They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols. But Israel shall be saved in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. So as this thing begins to wrap up, guess what, you John 3:16ers? There's your world. Whether you want to accept it, believe it, or just go on and keep using your cognitive dissonance. Deny it. There's your world. For God so loved the world. There it is, right there. That world. The world of Israel. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord. You know? So this was just a small touch on why we know through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that we are those people, that we are those children, that we are that remnant, you know. And it, man, there's so many more verses, but, Lord's will, you were edified by this, you know, anyone that may come across it, if the Most High gives you the eyes to see and the ears to hear and allows you the gift of redemption to be brought back into the fold, to be part of this number, Kahala Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So with that, again, full circle, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. fear the Most High and to keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. And I'm going to preface that with Israelite man. You were the one given the commandments. You were the one taught to fear the Most High. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha Kodash, and double honors to my apostles and elders, to the bishops, to the men of great millstone, peace and salutations to the house of David, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, the men, women, and children scattered throughout the four corners of the earth of the hopeful elect. To you, I say, Shalom.